Solving equations with variables on both sides.
Welcome back. This time we're going to solve a problem where we have variables on both sides of the equal sign. So how does that come about? Well, a similar scenario, we have Jimmy and his friend Sammy saving up to buy the same bike. And the bike costs $675, a little bit more expensive this time. So they both have the same goal of $675. So basically, here's the scenario. Jimmy sells papers for $1.50 each, and he is $75 in the hole, meaning he owes somebody $75, in this case his parents, because he borrowed money from them. Sammy has $50 already in the bank, but he makes $1.25 per paper. So we have, here is Sammy, and here is Jimmy. Okay, so we want to know, when are they both going to reach $675? Well, there's two ways to do it. We could set up two separate equations like this, $1.50p minus 75 equals $675, and $1.25p plus 50 equals $675. And we could do it that way. And that would work, but we're solving two separate equations, and it takes a little bit longer possibly. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to use this algebra technique. Since these are both equal to each other, that means this is equal to this, okay? Since they both equal the same thing, that must mean they equal each other. So we're going to set up an equation that is going to have variables on both sides of the equal sign. So here we go. $1.50p minus 75 equals $1.25p plus 50. So we have the problem of having a p on both sides. Okay, so there's two ways to attack this problem. We can try to add 75 to both sides or subtract 50 from both sides, and that would work, but what you want to do is you want to gather your variables to the same side. So we want to get this and this to the same side of the equal sign. The way that we can do that is we want to subtract the smaller one away from both sides. The reason we want to subtract the smaller one is so we can avoid having negatives, okay? A lot of people want to just combine these two together and just add them both together and get $2.75, but you can't do that because that would involve subtracting it from one side and adding it to the other side. You can't do that. You have to do the same thing to both sides. So we're going to subtract $1.25p from both sides with the p this time, not just the number. Okay, so that's going to cancel all of that out, and we're going to be left with 50, because this has to come down here. And over here, we're going to be left with the minus 75, but we're also going to be left with a little bit of the p, so a 0.25p. Now this looks like a more familiar two-step equation. We got to get rid of the 75 and the 0.25, so we're going to add 75, add 75. That cancels out and we get 0.25p equals 125. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 0.25, divide by 0.25, and we'll see that when we do that, that p equals 500. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is that they will both reach the 675 at the same time if they both sell 500 papers. So that means Jimmy and Sammy need to sell 500 papers. And they'll both be able to get the bike at the same time. All right, thanks for watching.